My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Nadtra, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after the first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win, and CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we're committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Yeah, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money, and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back to the stream. We're with North American Dirt Track Racing Association special event tonight. We got double features, two 25-lap features brought to you by Gears Unlimited. We're about to go into qualifying here, and you will ride along with us. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome aboard. If you are coming back, thank you for coming back. Again, we're here with our good friends, North American Dirt Track Racing Association. We will follow along with the owner of Gears Unlimited, Billy Roberts, out on the track in the 99 machine. Coming around for his first timed lap. Take a quick look at the points. We are in week number... Look that up real quick. We are week number 5. We are here at I-55 Speedway. Clay Christopherson with a 1-point advantage over Keaton Holder. Both those drivers in the field tonight, followed by Austin Baker, Garrett Zimmer, and Michael Vital are your top 5. Billy Roberts at the top of the board with a 12.735. 12735 for Billy Roberts in the Gears Unlimited number 99 machine. Anthony Morano in P2, Kelly Wheeler 3, Michael Vital 4th. Carson Robertson clocks in with a 12.8 4-2. Still have a few cars left to go here. Pretty good turnout tonight for North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Great run league. If you want to get involved, check them out. NADTRA. You can find them on Facebook. Get a hold of DV Runkle. He can get you hooked up, get you in the league. Jordan LaFawn in the Full Sim Motorsports number 11. Up at the top of the board with a 12.686 in the number 11 machine. Jordan LaFawn out of Indiana. Coming for his second lap. Can he improve? Nope, 12.686. A little bit slower on his second lap. Austin Baker up to P2. Speaking of second place in the points, Keaton Holder, he finishes up 6th quick with a 12.856. So put Jordan LaFawn, new to NADTRA, at the top of the board, followed by Baker, Roberts, Morano, and Christofferson. Christofferson and Keaton Holder finishing right behind 5th and 6th in qualifying. Those two are 1-2 in the points, separated by only 1 point. So tonight should be exciting. Again, welcome aboard. As always here at Got Your Six Racing Network, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, 22 too many. So we're trying to do our small part, getting information out there to a veteran. If you're a veteran out there and you are not in a good place, please reach out. There is help out there. If you don't know where to get that help, we do play some promos from companies out there that are helping out veterans. You can hit them up, or you can actually hit us up here at Got Your Six Racing Network. That's what we are all about. We can't help you, but we can certainly steer you in the right direction. So if you're out there, you're hurting, there is no dishonor in asking for help. So 22 veterans a day taking their own lives is way too many. Looks like we have wrapped up qualifying. Again, Jordan LaFawn at the top of the board, followed by Austin Baker, Billy Roberts, Anthony Morano, and Clay Christofferson. We have twin 25s, as you'll see in the top right of your broadcast stream, put on to you by Gears Unlimited. I'd like to thank the good folks at Gears Unlimited. Billy Roberts, owner-operator, sponsors not only this league, but this race. He also sponsors my league, Friday Night Lights. So greatly appreciated. Billy Roberts, very involved in iRacing. That's greatly appreciated. Looks like we are going to feature one. Let's see what this looks like. A little bit different than what we're used to here. Looks like Travis Brown on the inside of row number 1 with Michael Vital to his outside. Carson Robertson will start on the inside of row number 2 with Kelly Wheeler riding shotgun on row number 2. Keaton Holder, Team BDR, on the inside of row number 3. Outside of him, this Clay Christofferson in the 51 machine. Anthony Morano in the 32. Morano Racing driver on the inside of row number 4 with Billy Roberts to his outside. Austin Baker, Team BDR, on the inside of row number 5 with Jordan LaFawn to his outside. Scott T. Holmes will start on the inside of row number 6 with Joseph Corns to his outside. Garrett Zimmer, No Chance Esports driver, with the New York driver Jason Henry to his outside. Dominic Gibson from Florida on the inside of row number 8 with Alex Robertson, Team Outlaw Motorsports to his outside. This is the first 25 of the Dual 25 event. It will be Travis Brown. They did invert the top 6. Points leader, Clay Christofferson. Clay Christofferson with an EOL, so this may give Keaton Holder an opportunity in the 7 machine. Could be a good points night. It is double points night at NADTRA. Green flag is out. We are underway. Travis Brown drops down to the inside with Michael Vital in the 213 to his outside. Michael Vitali, my apologies, the Air Force veteran. I'd like to thank Michael for his service to our country. Followed by Travis Brown. Yellow flag has come out. Looks like Garrett Zimmer production involved in an early incident. Zimmer in the 14 machine. See if we can take a good look at what happened. He's on the inside there in the 14 machine, pulling up on the 6 car. It's like the 519 and the 6 make contact. That does the 171. Zimmer currently still in okay shape. Christofferson sends it down in low. Gets into the side of the 14 machine. Over goes the 14 into the 171. Murano Racing driver. Not a great start for the 14 of Garrett Zimmer from Zimmer Gaming Productions. At the front of the field, Michael Vital moves the 213 Murano Motorsports. See new sponsor W on board with Chris Brown to his outside in the 21 machine. As the field gathers it back up, didn't quite make a lap. I guess we made a lap there. Points leader Clay Christopherson back in 14th position. Keaton Holder all the way up into P5 on the inside of row number 3. Holder looking for a great points night. Came into the night 1 point behind the 51 of Christopherson. So we will see how this plays out here momentarily. Pace truck still has the field. Michael Vital in the 213 ride. '12 car of Carson Robertson on the inside of row number 2 with Billy Roberts to his outside. Lights are off on the pace truck. Looks like we are going to go green next time by. Michael Vitali able to make the pass for the lead on Travis Brown. Vitali started on the outside of road number 1. Let's see if the 21 car of Brown can return that favor. You can see the track starting to get slick already. Field belongs to the 213. Green flag is out. We are underway. 213 with a great start. Gets up on that outside. The 21 side by side with the 99 of Billy Roberts. The 12 car thought about taking that 3 wide. Thought better of it. We are 2 by 2 from 4th on back. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 machine pulls up behind the 99 and Billy Roberts. We got a wad of cars. 7 cars. Second in the points. Caution does come back out. Anthony Murano caught up in an incident. We will take a look. In the 32 machine, gets in the back of the 7. Once he gets into the wall, that's all she wrote. Collects his teammate there, the 171 car. Put the 32 car to the back of the field. Replay tonight brought to you by NADTRA. Michael Vital pacing the front of the field, working lap 4 of 25. Had a couple of quick cautions here. Hoping the drivers settle in here momentarily. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. Track starting to get slick. You can see the middle of the track is about wore out. Exit looks good for a good low exit there if anybody wants to try down low. Michael Vitali at the front of the field in the 213 machine. He is off once again. 99 of Billy Roberts tries to go with your 2 leaders. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car. He's going to throw it in there side by side, coming off of turn number 2. The 11 of LaFawn move him up to P2. Another caution comes out. Looks like Scott Holmes involved. We will take a quick look. Somebody up into the wall there. The 519 of Holmes. Oh, the 12 car just gets knocked sideways. Nowhere for Holmes to go. We'll take a look at that from his onboard camera. Holmes minding his business, currently running back in the field. See the 12 gets sideways, overcorrects, no place for Holmes to go. He's along for the ride at that point. Back on his wheels. Up front, Michael Vitale leading the way with lap 6 of 25. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Got Your 6 Racing Network. Thursday night, we're here every Thursday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock out here in California. Next week, we move on to Knoxville, so that should be quite the show. Lights are off on the pace truck. These are open set 358s. Field is still gathering up here. Not sure what's going to happen. Pace truck does dive off. We're not 2x2 yet. Kind of scattered. Good start by the 213. Travis Brown in the 21 goes along with Billy Roberts with Jordan LaFawn to his rear bumper. And the 7 car of Keaton Holder, second place in the points. Looking for a great points night. Will go on board with second in the points. Here, I'm working the throttle. You see his hands inside the cockpit here at I-55. Gets up into the wall a little bit. Trying to close ground there on the 11. Indiana driver Jordan LaFawn. Got the 9 car of Austin Baker. Caution comes back out. Like Holmes behind the 88. Those two make contact in front of Morano and the 203 car. I'm not sure who that is. Dominic Gibson there. No place for those drivers to go. So we have had a slew of cautions to start the night. Working lap 9 of 25. Got a long way to go. Michael Vitale at the front of the field, moved up 1 from his starting position, started on the outside of row number 1. Green flag is back out. Those two get a great start on the field. It's like the rest of the field isn't getting caught up in time. Yellow comes out super quick for once again the 519 of Scott Holmes, Murano Racing driver. We had a pile up in the back of the field there. That had nothing to do with Holmes. Not sure what happened. Had a pile up in the back of the field. This is short track racing. Everything happens in a big hurry. Everyone needs to get back in line as quickly as possible. It is Thursday night. Glad to be back with you. Glad to be back behind the microphone. We will be back tomorrow night on Got Your 6 Racing Network on YouTube, Got Your 6 Racing Network on Twitch, and Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights on Facebook. Michael Vitale has took over the lead on lap number 1 in his new sponsor, the W Machine. Looks like Jordan LaFawn there made it out of the pits just in time. Michael Vitale in the 213 just wants to get some green laps behind him. He's got the 211 of LaFawn behind him. Billy Roberts in the 99 machine. Clay Christopherson looked like your points leader was up to P6. Not sure where the 11 car of LaFawn is going. '14 car of Zimmer ducks into the pits. We got cars going everywhere. This is short track racing at its finest. Austin Baker driving a damaged number 09 machine for BDR. Not sure how he's navigating that car around the track, but he is up to P2. Take a look at the 213 and the field behind him. Working lap 11 of 25. Had not made it halfway quite yet. You can see the track is getting wore out. Lights are still on the pace truck. Michael Vitale, a member of the Murano Racing family of drivers. You see the light blue cars. Looks like a new wrap for the 213 with the new sponsor on board. We will double it up. 7 car. Keaton Holder is up to P4 with your points leader right behind him. It looks like Clay Christopherson has found his way to the front of the field here. Christopherson in the 51 machine given an EOL at the beginning of this race. Now he is one position behind the 7 car of Holder. Those two battling it out. 1 point separates the two in the points battle. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck is off the track. 213 of Vitale. Good restart. LaFawn goes with Vitale, the 7 car. Trying to look on the outside of the 11. Can't quite get anything going here. Looks like the 14 of Zimmer may have been involved in another incident. Oh, don't know who that was. Nowhere for Zimmer to go there. Somebody got into the wall right in front of him. It's like the 99 it says, but that's gets up into the wall there, right in front of the 14 of Zimmer. Nowhere for Zimmer to go. Getting ready for a restart on lap 12 of 25. They've had a rash of caution. Pace truck is off, as is the 213 of Vitale. Vitale followed by the 11. They make contact up front. A pile at the front of the field. LaFawn and Vitale making contact. Oh my goodness, what a mess that was. See if we can catch. There's the restart. 213 with a great restart. The 11 car goes with the 213. Pressure from the 7 from behind. The 11 just slides up into the 213, collects the 7. Clay Christopherson on the bottom side in the 51 car makes it through. Murano involved. Looks like the 9 car of Baker and the 51 of Christopherson. Guess when luck is going your way, Christopherson, your points leader. The 7 car caught up in this incident. Holder. We will have to see who was where when the caution came out. Looks like Morano's going to get his position back. Go on board with Morano. Got Sherry riding on board again tonight. Like to thank those family members and spouses and significant others out there supporting the drivers out on the track. Austin Baker at the front of the field in the 9 machine. That thing is beat to death. The 51 of Christofferson to his outside, your points leader. Christofferson with the preferred line on that outside. Let's see, the 9 car gets a good start. Pulls up in front of Christofferson. Christofferson riding the top of that slick. Morano down low in the 32 machine. Trying to give that bottom side a look. Nothing going. 519 car down low. Now those two were side by side. Scott Holmes in the 519 slides up behind your 2 leaders. Gets up in front of the 32 car. Caution is back out once again. Looks like Gibson involved in the 203 machine. Into that outside wall. Goes for a ride in front of the 21. Over he goes. We'll keep a close eye on the 51 of Clay Christofferson and the 7 of Keaton Holder. 1-2 in the point, separated by 1 point. So every position on the track is going to count. Looks like Holder's currently in 7th position. Clay Christofferson running P2 on the outside of row number 1. Michael Vitale led the early portion of this race. He's currently back in 10th position with Travis Brown and Jordan LaFawn back there with him. See if they can't work their way back up through the field. Garrett Zimmer in the 14 trying to recover. Like the 171 car. Might have some suspension issues on that front end. Maybe not. These cars look like they have suspension issues when they are running fine and handful to handle under low speeds. Baker Christofferson on the front row. Holmes and Morano, both Morano Motorsports drivers in row number 2. Lights are still on the pace truck. Green flag is out. We are underway. Austin Baker in the 9 car. He goes up high. Christofferson tries it down low. He might lose a spot to Holmes. Oh my goodness. Caution is back out for the 203 car. Trying to get caught up to the field here. '21 car goes around, nowhere for the 203 to go. He's had horrible luck tonight. 203 involved in a couple of incidents that he had nothing to do with. Austin Baker still at the front of the field, working lap 16 of 25. Cars trying to get lined back up for a restart. Baker, Christopherson, Murano, Holmes are your top 4. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 machine. Inside of second in the points, Keaton Holder in the 7 machine. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to try this once again. Looks like we are single file. Baker gets a great start over Clay Christopherson in the 51. Christopherson stays in line as Scott Holmes moves up in front of his teammate Anthony Murano in the 32 machine. Kelly Wheeler, Dominic Gibson once again. That's not who we were looking for. .203 of Holder gets up into the wall. .21 catches him on the way by. So we may get this done one lap at a time, but we will get it done. The 9 car beat up. The 519 car running P3 pretty beat up. Clay Christopherson, your points leader in the 51. That car's looking fairly crisp. Holmes with a decent looking ride. Front of the 32 car kind of banged up here. Kelly Wheeler in the 11 machine. Seven car missing his hood. That radiator exposed there in the 7 machine, so that car is a little bit of damage to it. Lights are off on the pace truck. Getting ready to go back. Working lap 18 of 25. Single file. 9 car is off. Looks like Christopherson got bottled up there on the restart in the 51. 9 car of Austin Baker now pulling away from Christopherson. Christopherson, Murano, Holmes are your top 3. Currently, Scott Holmes now making a pass. 519 car wants a podium spot. Baker, Christopherson, Holmes into the wall. The 519 catches the outside wall. Oh my goodness. Scott Holmes at the front of the field just catches that outside wall. Giving it a run for the front on the outside. 519 with his teammate down low. Gets into the outside wall right in front of the 11 car. 7 car able to get by. Holder makes it by. Put Holmes to the back of the field. Slides up in front of the 12 cars involved. 88, the 21's involved. Austin Baker at the front of the field. Good start by Baker in front of your points leader, 51 of Holmes. Or Christopherson, my apologies. The Anthony Morano in the 32 up to P3. Those are your podium drivers. Kaylee Wheeler in the 11 in P number 4 with Keaton Holder in P5. Folder wants to make any advance on the points here. He's got to get up in front of the 51 car, currently in P2. Garrett Zimmer with the recovery back to P6. Michael Vital and the 177. Oh, Vitali up into the wall. Comes off the wall. We are going to stay green here. Working lap 25. Now the caution comes out. Vitali gets up into the wall there. Zimmer, the 32 car and the 7 make contact. Shoots the 32 Morano to the outside wall. Working lap 22 of 25. Austin Baker at the front of the field. Still with your points leader behind him in the 51. Working lap 23 of 25. Lights are off on the pace truck. Getting ready to go green. Good start by Baker. Clay Christopherson falls in line. 11 car of Wheeler. Keaton Holder in the 7 car. Can't let the 51 get too far in front of him here. Vitali battling back into 213. Him and Jordan LaFawn side by side. Back for P4 and 5. Looks like the 21 once again into the wall. Looks like the 21 tried to get out of the pits in front of your leaders. Gets into the wall all by himself. A little bit of contact there. Everyone else is able to make it by. So we will give this a go once again. Baker, Christopherson, Wheeler are your current podium drivers. Good start by Austin Baker. 51 of Clay Christopherson goes with him. Kelly Wheeler in P3, followed by Keaton Holder in the 7 machine. Looks like Clay Christopherson's going to try that bottom side. Baker, Christopherson, Wheeler are your top 3 podium finishers for tonight. We will get a word with those drivers. My apologies. like Austin Baker, Clay Christopherson, Kelly Wheeler are your top three. Full Send Motorsports, Jordan LaFawn in P4. Keaton Holder in Team BDR was second in the points. See if we can't get a word with Kelly Wheeler first. I see Clay Christopherson in the board. So that was rough. Austin Baker's in the booth waiting on Clay Christopherson. We'll get a word with your points leader, Clay Christopherson, real quick here. Clay, this is Joe. You got me? Clay, this is Joe. You got me? Clay Christopherson, this is Joe. You got me?
Hey, how's it going, Joe?
Hey, man, great run. Protecting a points lead there. You had a 1-point lead coming into the night over Keaton Holder. Looks like you finished in front of the 7 car. That was a long one, man. How was your night?
I don't know. We both had an EOL. Well, I did at least. And then just caution after caution. The track is racy, track is fast, but nobody knows how to drive on it. I'm probably not the one to ask some questions to, because I'm gonna cuss and swear because there was some idiots out there. So
yeah, man, it seemed like the same characters over and over again, but you still got the 51 to a podium finish to protect your points lead. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
FTM, Swan Speed Shop, definitely for this setup. These guys were. This car was a rocket. I was very quick. Just didn't have any laps to. I think we maybe only had 4 or 5 laps of actual racing. So we'll see how this feature gives out, and hopefully it's at least green for more than 10 laps.
Yeah, man, makes it frustrating, I'm sure, to be right there, ready to go, and can't quite get any green laps to get it done. So good luck in the next feature.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Kelly Wheeler in the number 11 machine. Kelly, this is Joe. You got me?
Gotcha.
Hey, man, great run. How'd your night go?
Hey, it went pretty good. I got in a few wrecks, missed a bunch of wrecks, and made it to the top 3.
Yeah, you put the 11 car on the podium, so doesn't get much better than that. Only 2 spots better than that, I suppose. Man, great run by you. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
I just want to thank y'all for putting it on, and thank my sponsors, DNS Side and Ingersoll Rand.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure. You got anything for them in this feature?
I think we need to work on the car a little more. We'll get there.
Get her fixed up, man. You don't have much time. You got about 3 minutes to get it done.
I got it already.
All right, man. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Austin Baker in the 09 car, Team BDR, takes it to victory lane. Austin, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, great run, brother. You were able to stay in front of the points leader, Clay Christopherson. How'd you keep him behind you?
I just tried to keep it smooth and tried to just run my line. He was quite a bit quicker than I was, especially in 3 and 4. I just tried to take the line that he wanted away and just tried to stay in front of him.
You know, man, week in, week out, I enjoy watching you run. You're quick every week and super smooth, man. So that was fun to watch you drive the 09 to victory lane. Clay Christopherson, the points leader. So you were able to stay in front of the points leader, man. And week in, week out, it's a pleasure to watch you run. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
I'd like to thank my teammate Keaton Holder, Question Berry's Garage, and Apex Industries for setting me up with a sweet setup.
Yeah, man, you got anything for him in the next feature?
We'll find out. I better do some tuning for sure if I'm going to try to pass that 51.
Man, 2 race wins on the same night would be a pretty sweet points boost to you, my friend.
Oh man, that would be lovely.
Good luck to you and have a great night, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too.
All right, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are your top 3. Cars are currently out on the track in warm-ups. We got about 2 minutes left, so we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had to cut that promo a little bit short, as this is the second of the Twin 25s, brought to you by Gears Unlimited and North American Dirt Track Racing Association. 213 of Michael Vitale will start on the front row with Keaton Holder to his outside in the 7 machine. Jordan LaFont, Kelly Wheeler in row number 2, Clay Christopherson, Austin Baker in 3, Jason Henry, Carson Robertson in 4, Scott Holmes and Alex Robinson in 5, Garrett Zimmer, Anthony Murano in row number 6, Joseph Corns, Dominic Gibson in row number 7. Billy Roberts rounds out your field of 15 drivers. We saw the 213 run at the front of the field in the last feature. This is a 25-lap feature, so we shall see how it gets done. 213 of Vitale got caught up in an incident there in the 213 while he was leading. Keaton Holder, he needs a good run in that 7 machine on the outside of row number 1. Needs to stay in front of the 51 car of Clay Christopherson, who rolls off in P number 5 in the 51. Watch that 11 car of Jordan LaFawn coming from the inside of row number 2. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to get underway super quick here. Vitale, a member of Murano Racing. You see a lot of the light blue cars out here. I'd like to thank those gentlemen for participating in all the leagues that they do participate in. Green flag is out. We are underway. 213. Oh, LaFawn makes contact at the green flag. I'm not sure what happened there. You got 2 11s there on the front row. The 11 car dives down, gets in the back of LaFawn in the other 11 car. Looks like that car on the high side, the 11 car, comes down, gets into the rear of the 44 or 11. Takes LaFawn up into that outside line. So the cautions continue. Keaton Holder at the front of the field. Drivers need to get some green flag laps in so we can get some racing done here. Clay Christopherson on the outside of row number 2, right behind second in the points, Keaton Holder. Those two in a battle. Jordan LaFawn in the 44 or 11 machine. Good start by the 213. LaFawn slides up into the 213. .213 with some bad luck tonight. Nothing he could do about that. The 11 car got a good run. You see the slide job coming. There was no room for the 11 car on that outside. Gets into the front of the 213. The 51 goes around. Does he save it? Christopherson gets into... Oh my goodness. Michael Vital with some bad luck tonight in the 213 machine. Looks like Christopherson is still up there. Keaton Holder may take over the lead here. So your 1 and 2 in the points are running 1 and 2 on the track. Lights are on the pace truck still, so we do have a little ways to go here. Working lap 3 of 25. Been a rough start to the second feature of the night in the Twin 25s, brought to you by Gears Unlimited. Lights are off on the pace truck. No, they're still on. My apologies. Austin Baker back at the front of the field in the 9 machine will go on board with the 09. For the restart, you see Holder with a great start. 09 down low. He's going to try that bottom side. It's super slick down there. Find some grip right there off the exit of turn number 2, trying to stay in that traction. Can he make it stick? 09, you got Holder and Christopherson up high. 519 of Scott Holmes gets into the 9 car. Jason Henry in the 171, currently in P3. Austin Baker in the, or Scott Holmes in the 519. Austin Baker In the 09 car, up front, Keaton Holder holding down the point. Clay Christopherson to his rear bumper. Those two pulling away from Jason Henry, Austin Baker, Scott Holmes, a 14 of Zimmer, with Anthony Morano in the 32 in the mix. Morano with the crossover, trying to get underneath the 14 off of turn number 2. Those two make a little bit of contact. 12 to the outside. He's going to try to give that outside a go. We got a mess. Looks like Scott Holmes was involved in the 519 machine. $171 comes up on the 9 car. Holmes into the inside. 171 will move to the back of the field. Keaton Holder still at the front of the field. They were battling it out. Looks like the 51 car had a run on that high side while we were going to caution. They were wheel to wheel at the line. All that is for naught, as we will go back to green flag racing. Holder, Christopherson, Zimmer, Morano, Corns are your top 5. We are getting ready to go green once again. Working lap 7 of 25. We are single file this time. See if Keaton Holder learned from the 51, getting by on that high side. If the 7 stays up high this time, he will in 1 and 2, but the caution does come back out, unfortunately. Joseph Corns in the 99 machine with the 11 to his inside. Morano gets into the outside wall right in front of the 99. He piles up that bottom line. Keaton Holder still at the front of the field. Can see almost the entire track is slicked off in the entrance of the corners. There's a little bit of grip coming out down low and up high, so that those two options should still be open. Lights are off on the pace truck, getting ready to go green on lap 9 of 25. Holder at the front of the field, Christopherson to his rear, 14 of Zimmer in P3. Followed by the 44 of LaFawn and Dominic Gibson are your top 5. Pace truck is off. We are back underway. Both those two front three stay up high. Jordan LaFawn, the first car to venture down low in the 44 machine. LaFawn going to give that bottom side a go, see if he can't get something going. Vitali goes with him in the 213. Clay Christopherson trying to cut down low, get underneath the 7 car. Those two battling it out in front of the field with Zimmer on the outside looking in. Holder holding it down. Got somebody into the wall. Looks like the 203 car. Dominic Gibson up into the wall in the 203 ride. Gets up into the outside wall in front of the 12. Working lap 12 of 25, not quite halfway yet. Sometimes nights just go this way. We've had a slew of cautions. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. Getting ready to go green. Lap 11 of 25. Pace truck is off, as is the 7 of Holder. Good start by the 7. Separates from the 51 of Christopherson a little bit here. Holder with a little bit of a lead. Everyone on that high side. Looks like the first car trying down low is the 11 of LaFawn. Behind LaFawn, Kelly Wheeler and Vital in the 11 and the 213. Running side by side. 12 up into the outside wall. Looks like he's able to get off the wall. Keaton Holder at the front of the field being tracked down by the 51 of Christopherson. Christopherson closing in. Those two running away from the rest of the field. LaFawn gets that bottom to work. LaFawn up to P3. 14 slide job coming. Crossover from LaFawn. 14 into the outside wall. Giving P3 to LaFawn. We will check back with Vitali and the 11 of Kelly Wheeler. Clay Christopherson in the 51, your points leader, has been involved in an incident here. Into the outside wall, over he goes, your points leader. Stuck in the fence. Holder looking at a great points night. Caution will be extended here. Cars in the pits. Holder, LaFawn, Zimmer at the front of the field. Vitali, Wheeler round out your top 5. Points leader able to get out in front of the pace car. Not sure where that will put the 51. Looks like he's still on the lead lap. Good start by Holder. LaFawn goes with him. 14 of Zimmer and Vitali trying that bottom side. Might open the door for Kelly Wheeler. Almost 3 wide coming off the exit of the corner. LaFawn makes contact with your leader. He loses a position to the 213 of Vitali. 11 car of LaFawn's trying to recover. Michael Vitali in P2. Austin Baker, we've seen the 09 tonight. He's on the rear bumper of the 44 on SDK, or the 11 on your track. Those two working 1, 2, 3 on that high line. Vitali stuck on that bottom side in the 213. He will move back to P4. His teammate, Anthony Morano, in the 32 machine. We will go on board with third place driver Austin Baker as he's pulling up on the rear bumper of the Indiana driver number 11 of Jordan LaFawn. We are working lap 22 up 25. LaFawn into the outside wall. Will that open the door for the 09 of Austin Baker? Vitali in the 213 holding his own on that bottom side while Keaton Holder gets away. Clay Christopherson all the way back in P7. Vitali getting that bottom working in the 213. He's up to a podium finish. 1 lap to go. Coming off of turn number 2. Good run, good drive off by the 213. Battling for a podium finish. They were side by side at the line. Baker at the line. Keaton Holder, LaFawn, Baker are your top 3. We will get a word with those drivers here momentarily. Austin Baker in the 09 with his second podium of the night. Good drive by that driver. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car. Like Full Sims Motorsports. Michael Vitali down low in the 213 was given a valiant effort on that low side. See the 9 car force his way underneath the 213. We will get a word with your podium finishers as soon as they get done with their podium finish. My apologies to LaFawn. Full Send Motorsports, not Full Sim. Jordan LaFawn is up in the booth with us, waiting for Austin Baker to join us. We'll get a quick word with the 09. Yes, he goes 2 for 2 tonight on podium finishes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, there you go. 2 for 2 on the podium. Couldn't quite wrap up another victory, but you put the 09 car on the podium. How was your night?
Man, I think it was a great night. We won the first one, started 6th in this one, got up to 3rd. Had it was a racing incident with the 171, no big deal. Had to go to the back and work my way back up.
Yeah, man, work your way back up. You did. It should be a very good points night. A 1st and a 3rd should move you up in the points battle, man. Great run by you again, man. Another great night. Fun to watch you run. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Like I said, my teammate Keaton Holder, Question Bears Garage, and Apex Industries, man, giving us some fast setups on the roll, Team BDR.
Yeah, man. Keaton might actually take over a points lead here, and you should move yourself up firmly into points with those setups. So good run by you, man. Can't wait to call the race next week.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Yes, sir. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car brings it home P2. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir. Joe, how are we?
Man, you know what? Welcome to North American Dirt Track Racing Association. A little bit rough tonight, but how was your night?
Hey, I made a couple little bonehead mistakes, but all in all, it's all right. I can't complain.
Yeah, man, got on the podium. Is this your first night with NADTRA?
See, I had a little mix up. I'm in one of NADTRA's leagues, but it wasn't the 358 one. I think it was the limited late one. So I actually had to apply to the league a little while earlier, got accepted, and here we are.
Yeah, man, you put the 44, not used to seeing the 44 behind your name, but you put the 44 on the map here by putting it on the podium. Who do you want to thank, man, for your podium finish?
The guys over at Full Send Motorsports, everybody over at Apex Industries, Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, Blaze Designs, Two Brothers Racing, and you guys for putting these shows on for us throughout the week.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I'm still going to make it back there here for too long. I'll buy the first beer.
Come on, baby. I'm waiting on you.
All right, man. Hope to see you tomorrow night, brother.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'll see you tomorrow evening.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right, Joe.
See ya. Austin Baker comes in the night second in the points. He closes the deal in the feature. Austin, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Great run by the 7 machine. Able to keep it up front there. How was your night?
You got the wrong one, Joe.
Is this Austin?
Yeah, I think you need to keep
Oh, yeah, I do. My apologies. Thanks, Austin.
You're good, buddy. You're good.
Keaton Holder, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I was just talking to Austin Baker like he won the race. Almost gave that win away on you there. Great night by the 07. Came in second in the points. Had a pretty good points night, man. How was your night from the seat?
I was really good. I was just trying to stay up front. Every caution, it didn't help me because of the big year I had.
Yeah, man, you pulled away actually on the restarts and didn't really get a long run where you could pull away from the rest of the field. But, man, this will be interesting to see how the points shape up. You and Clay Christopherson were separated by 1 point in the points coming into the night. So I think you may have the lead because you guys finished right behind each other in the first race, and now you took home the victory. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory, man?
My teammate Austin Baker and Apex Industries for building good 358 setups.
Yeah, man, it's fun to watch you run week in, week out, man. Super smooth, battling for that championship. What do you think your odds are?
I think they're pretty good.
Doesn't get much better. It only gets one better than running second in the points. So with tonight, you might be the leader, man. Great fun. Great to watch you drive. And I wish you the best. Have a great evening.
You too.
All right, man. See ya. There you have it. There is week number 4. Week number 5, my apologies, North American Dirt Track Racing Association, 358 modifieds at I-55. Next week, we will be at Knoxville. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
One, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
One, two, three. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop